Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, beautiful, bountiful, Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for your love, light, your support, your appreciation, participation, hearted comments, generosity. Importantly, is our collective unite in light as we continue to shift and uplift through all the precious, priceless work and light-hearted weave that you and I individually, collectively, unitedly, heartedly, transforming, transiting people and planet into paradise, into ascension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2nd of August 2024, 288, vibration is 18-9. Very much the energy of completing, completion, concluding, conclusions, ending, and ends. Putting things to rest, slowing down, completing tasks, as well as the energy of becoming the hermit, going within, withdrawing, finding your peace, your solace, your serenity, tranquility, a sort of hibernation of the self, a meditation of the self, to introspect and to emerge, to resurface the magician. A brand new chapter of you. I am talking about Mercury today. We are in the pre-shadow period of the Mercury retrograde. Mercury being the smallest but fastest moving planet in our solar system. It corresponds to the 3rd house, the 6th house, Gemini and Virgo. Its very quick traits are a reasoning mind, to have a reasoning mind, very thought processed, nervous system orientated or activated, a lot to do with intelligence, cleverness, your day-to-day communication, and of course information exchange. So corresponding to the energy of Gemini, which is a mutable air sign, characteristic of being logical, communicative, very much duality, changeability, curiosity, and versatility. And of course, it resonates with the 3rd house of relationships, intellectual growth, curiosity, your talking, listening, relatives, siblings, again, day-to-day connections, life's experiences, and of course, taking short journeys. Then with Virgo, another mutable sign, an earth sign, and of course, Virgo being the month that we will enter into next month, beginning 23rd of August to 22 September. Very much the energy of femininity, details, perfections, diligence, analysis, reliability, purification, purity, very much the troubleshooting energy. And of course, connecting to the 6th house, in relation to Virgo, and the 6th house is about substance, which is your health, your work, your service, your job, your pets. Very ritualistic, very practical sign, wanting things to be perfect. So let me get this deck away now that we have them all up. So what happens with this beautiful sign of Mercury, which connects with the first decan of Taurus, with Sagittarius, with the second decan of Aquarius and Cancer, and the third decan of Virgo. So a decan lasts approximately 10 days. Now, for example, it corresponds to the second decan of Aquarius. I am a Sun Aquarius, but I am a third decan in the last week of being an Aquarius sign. So decan would be exactly where you fall in to the 10-day approximate interval period in your star sign. So if you're very much at the beginning of the first decan of Virgo, for example, which begins now in the month of Leo, being August, 10 days up till then will be your first decan. Then of course in the next 10 days the second, and your final of the star sign would be your third decan, if you want to calculate and understand what that means. We're not going into that in depthly. So Mercury influences all areas of communication, whether it's oral, written, electronic, and of course when we find that Mercury goes into retrograde, it is clearly apparent going backward in motion, and any retrograde lasts for approximately 3 weeks. It happens approximately 3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year, and when that happens we have delays in communication. So our retrograde is beginning officially now on the 4th of August and ending on the 27th of August. And then, of course, from the 28th, we go into post-shadow period for a few days before that energy completely dissipates, and then everything seems to be back in gear again. So very much going into a backward orbit in the mutable earth sign of Virgo, and of course it will transit through the regal fixed fire sign of Leo very much after the 14th until the end into the 27th. So what happens in a retrograde? Right, we experience glitches, negative undertones that can affect our lives personally and of course globally, where networks go down and of course create problems in connecting. Systems begin to shut down, or you have glitches, and of course this then impacts our lives terribly because we've become so electronically reliant, technologically reliant. So during a retrograde period, right, Mercury is connected to the quicksilver, the white or silver white metallic energy. It is not, it is in fact an alternative to Mercury, the quicksilver energy, and connects to the magician in Major Tarot. It also gets its trickster name, the god of messaging, which aligns with the magician card that connects the ruling energy of Mercury too. So a retrograde is about slowing down, right? Because of the disruptions and creating confusion during communication technology. And of course it affects travels, a lot of cancellations, a lot of misunderstandings, and of course your past can resurface, right? Whether it is positive or negative, it can revisit you, and especially relationships, you know, friendships, partnerships, wherever there could have been glitches or hiccups, but not all bad. You could have the past revisiting you in memory, somebody visiting from long distance or calling you up. So it is very unique to any retrograde. So it's a time to be conscious and cautious about making decisions at this time. Your communication, not just with your family members, but in your workplace, not to spark arguments, conflict, to be kind and understanding to one another, especially that we're all going through this period of delay, right? Mistakes are very possible. So be careful about signing new contracts, not reading the fine print properly, starting agreements or adhering to agreements, wanting to undergo major movements in your life, migrating, immigrations, any type of travel. Be conscious that the world is going through a slowdown at this time. So there are a lot of potentials for any unforeseen glitches, delays, travels, challenges, difficulties, obstacles, hindrances. So you need to be very patient at this time. But of course, with all that negative that happens, there is a lot of positive that goes on at the same time. So you've got to take it with a grain of salt. Retrogrades, as much as they bring unexpected difficulties, can also bring in unexpected, wonderful opportunities that can open doors to things that were initiated during the very upbeat, fast-paced, multifaceted version of energy, where now people can go back and rethink things, cause them to discern better and to bring things that were put on the back burner during the fast pace, during the race. We'll deal with that later. We cannot now. We don't have time. So they bring things forward now from behind, from the back, and say, let's deal with things that we've put on hold. So it gives you that kind of opportunity as well. So keep an open mind. And of course, especially with relationships, partnerships, friendships, wanting to connect with people that you've not been able to, wanting to, go into business, rethink products, commodity, business opportunities. So it's a nice time to re-look at things, to reinvent things, to innovate, and not just have at that time, go through the rush of speculation. And of course, it's also a reminder to slow down, to go slow, not to stress, to go with the flow, to be calm and to be very present, to be in the now, to view this time as a period also for your personal growth, your rest, your replenishment, time to invest in yourself, time to meditate, to articulate, to be a little bit more immaculate, to connect with nature, to spend time with your family, with pets, to do the things that you were not able to do when you were very busy, right? Also a lovely time to spend with your elderly parents, elderly friends, visiting old age homes, connecting with ancient energy, things that are of a traditional nature. And I would also suggest participating in organizations of charity, institutions of charity, wanting to allow the elderly or the aged to feel love at this time, spending time with them, spoiling, pampering them at this time as well. So it's all about the slowdown, and understand that as much as I personally am very on the ball, busy, wanting to get things done, multitasking, I've got to remind myself that the world is going through a cosmic exhale. So not everybody will be on that pace of energy, on that conveyor belt of energy. You've got to slow down and allow the exhalation to take place. So it is time for quality instead of quantity. And of course, not cramming too much so that we do not make errors, right? Because errors mean repeating work, wasting time, spending more, even financially spending more, and of course putting yourself into that mental drain, anxiety, etc. So view retrogrades, not just the Mercury retrograde, but because this is so dominant in our lives and affects us profoundly in a multitude of areas, see it as a blessing, right? A time to help ourselves, to cleanse, to unclutter, to detox, again to meditate, discern, to introspect. And whatever you sow at this time, know that when the pace picks up and that grows, you will be able to harvest the right vibration of your cultivation. So take this time to invest, to reinvest, to balance, to heal, to withdraw as much as you would need to renew and rejuvenate. It is about closing chapters, and of course when the cycle is over, you will start a new one, and take advantage of this incredibly powerful cosmic phase light-mindedly, but of course wholeheartedly. So I have decided now to do a Mercury retrograde reading for us to go through this period of approximately 3 weeks and see the blessings that Spirit would like to give us. So let us do this and put all my decks in front of me to work through. So Divine Spirit, how would you like to bless us this retrograde 3 weeks of a slowdown that Mercury gives us? Please bring us 4 messages from this deck to take us through. Thank you for our collective family and those that will come to listen, to find us. We have the Queen of Wands. Fire energy, very much resonant with the vibration of Leo. It's about being ambitious. It is fire, purification, warmth, love, energy. As much as we're going through a slowdown, you need to keep your momentum going. It's not a total shutdown. Remember, we have one that tried to, but I did not get it. Let's see what else. And this will go very well with all our Leos that are listening. Our royal crowning of the Leo energy, whether you have it in your sun, moon, rising, Venus placements or multiple placements. Listen out for the zodiac signs that are going up, as well as the timeless daily messages that will help you through your day-to-day and especially through to your Mercury retrograde. Come Spirit, it's taking long because Spirit says, why do we want to rush? It is the retrograde. It's time to slow down. It's time to take it easy. All right, so we have the World card. Slowing down your world, taking it easy, but of course being very ambitious during this time. Right, closing chapters to begin new chapters. Very much validating what we've been talking about. Well, we have 2 other energies here, and we have the Magician, believe it or not, as well as the Ace of Swords. So that is very beautiful that the Magician, the Mercury Magician, comes up and speaks to us during our Mercury retrograde. The power of communication, speaking truth, speaking with love. Yes, of course, breakthroughs in communication, but kindness. Wave your magic wand of love, using all the elements, all the vibrations of the world from the different parts of life, the elements, the cardinal compass, the vibrations of the as above, so below, and within, the triality, the duality, the vibrations of crystals, the different elements. Bring it all together this month and create this brand new cycle, this brand new chapter with your personal touch, your magic, your truth, your kindness, your oneness. Extend the olive branch if you need to be kind, forgiving, understanding, but hold your fire, because this specific retrograde is happening in the Leo season, which is the vibration of fire, the Queen of Wands. So it's such a beautiful expression, I would think, from the divine of everything that we've said about communication with the swords, about the magician being the energy of Mercury, not to trick and fool anyone, but to be your magical, authentic, divine self, to share that vibration with the world, with warmth, with fire, with passion, with purpose. Right, and that's beautiful. Let's get 4 more. Freedom through faith. Freedom of speech. Let's read it first. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. So it is a period of trusting. It's a period to hold your faith. It's a period to slow down, to understand there's a timing for everything. So as much as we want to go pacing ahead, cycling ahead, speeding ahead, this is the time to slow down. Everything happens in divine timing, in synchronicity, in synergy, and that's what we need to connect with and appreciate. You are magic. Look at that. We've got the magician and we've got magic. And it's a number 1 energy. Look at that. It's a number 1. So definitely validating what we are doing. If you're listening to this message, it is special. It's very special. Because we don't often get the magician and the magic word coming up in a Mercury vibration, especially when it's a retrograde energy. So that's very beautiful. A time message, please, Spirit. Thanks. It's connecting us all together through the heart in this beautiful portal of vibration and synergy. So our communication is with love. Wow. Look at this. Number 1, the magician. It is almost going too fast. 1 day, 1 week. 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time if you have to. Go slow. Right? Don't take it too fast. And everything is happening. Let your new beginning take place. Let the magic. We have 3 wands. We have the magician, the Ace of Swords, and this one. It's a triple 1 vibration. You've got magic. You've got 21 of the world. So this is big for you. Very, very big. Let's bring it in. And I love the shades that these 2 cards vibrate into the pastel shade of that one. And we've got 1 more. Surrender. Wow. Let go. Surrender. Allow yourself to soften, to sweeten, to lighten, to enlighten. allow yourself to just be who you authentically are, to allow the transformation to take place, to allow the endings to take place so the new can wake up. Just be free. This is absolutely beautiful, and I do wish you every blessing, bounty, beauty, unity, spirituality, divinity throughout this retrograde period, as you would be non-judgmental, non-critical. You will be kind, you will be your hearted centered self, connecting through your faith, through divinity, everything in unity. Beautiful hearts, family. Look out for the messages that I am posting to keep you in the right vibration, in the right stream of energy, so that you are bright and full of gleam. I will also be posting a message on a water blessing. I would love for you to participate in this particular vibration, learning how to bless your water and of course the waters throughout the world. So turn on all your notifications and connect with me in love and light with Divine Spirit in our beautiful hearted uniting light. I love you, I bless you, I thank you. Till next.